Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys today about how important it is that we listen to God's call, because we all have a purpose, and God is really speaking to some of you, and there's a reason for that. You're starting to see certain numbers are starting to pop out to you more. Certain things that are being said. But you gotta be careful with that too, though. You gotta be able to discern, because the enemy will talk crap too. The enemy will definitely talk. But God is calling some of y'all. And you got to remember that in the end, the last days, at the very end, God is going to be on the mountaintop of Zion with 144,000. Gotta remember that. So there's 12,000 from 12 tribes that has been called to fight in this war. And God is coming through, and he's saying that he needs some of you guys to start paying attention to the signs that he's showing you, because it's important. But I'm gonna start with John chapter 10, verse 7. So Jesus again said to them, "Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep." Now 7, like I told you how personal this is for me now. Chapter 10, God. 10, God's divine vision, divine powers, divine authority over man. 10 commandments. Okay, verse 7, sevenfold Spirit of God. Now, verse 8, all who come before me are thy eyes and robbers, but the sheep did not listen to them. Life cycle, karma, 8. We know who our God is, and when he's calling, we know who to listen to. We can discern between the ones that are gonna not make it and God's people and God, because their cycle is coming to an end. This is it for them. There is going to be no more comebacks. There's going to be no more rounds. There's going to be, that's it. This, after this cycle, it's after the 7-year tribulation, it's over. New heavens, new earth. This one's going to pass away right along with them. And that's why it's important that God is saying that he really needs some of y'all to start waking up, because he's preparing you, or he's trying to prepare you. And I want to help as well. I know God's called me to this. I know that. And test the spirit. Please always test the spirit on any prophetic word, even mine. That's why this is so important to me now. That's why it's so personal for me now, especially with the numbers. Like, I didn't know just how strategic God really was, and just how deep he is. And it's amazing to me. I love it. Like I've never loved anything more in my life. And now I know why I've always been drawn to this ever since I was a child. Now, I fell away. I got caught up in the world. I've been down the dark roads. I've been at the bottom in the mud. And there's always been the enemy standing over me. trying to stand tall while I'm down in the mud. But guess who's in the mud with us? Guess who's down in the mud with me? Jesus, God, the Holy Spirit. Down there in the muck and mire with me. But I got demons and I got the devil trying to stand and tower over me. They're trying to be a tower over me. But I got God down in the mud with me. Wrestling with him like Jacob. He's down there with y'all too. He's down there right with you. Right there, right beside you when you're shooting up. Trust me, I know. Right beside you when you're getting sick. Trust me, I know. Right beside you when you have nowhere to go and no one to turn to. Trust me, I already know. And if I had not turned to God, if I had not listened to his voice, I wouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here anyway. Because now I see why the devil's really he's been trying to take me out so bad. And because I finally realized who I am. I finally realized who I was in Christ. And man, it's an awesome feeling. It's the best feeling in the world. When you find out that you've been called by the Most High God of Israel. Man, that's an honor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an honor. And that's some of y'all too, man. That's y'all too. I mean, he wants all his people to come to him. He don't want a soul to perish in hell. He does not want one soul to perish in hell. But he knows that some people are already in love with the dark and they've already sold their souls. They've sacrificed their kids to the demons. Like, this is serious, man. I was supposed to be a sacrifice. Yeah, I was supposed to be a sacrifice. But see, they can't touch me. They can't touch me because God's got his hand over me. God's my strong arm. God is my rock and my refuge, who I built this temple on. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to praise my God. I'm going to continue to talk about my God. And can't nobody stop me. Nobody is going to stop me. Nobody can stop me. Because I serve a powerful God. So now 10. This is God talking. 10. God's divine vision. Because this is what happens. This is what happens all the time. The thief comes only to kill and destroy. Or kill, steal, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. That's God's divine vision. He already knew that some people were going to wind up falling in love with the dark. He already knew that the thief was going to be able to creep in there and get some of the people. And see, a lot of it is that he sneaks in like women. That's what he loves to get the most. I'm not even going to lie to you. The women, man, he just like he did with Eve. He beguiled Eve. Eve was the first one. And he beguiled her with a question. As a snake. Boy, oh boy. Beguiled her as a snake with a question. And it's the very first question in the Bible. Did God really say? Very first question. That's crazy, right? But if he can sneak in and get, laden women that are heavy with sin and capture them and put them under their spell. And it works a lot. A lot. And these women think that they have to be, that's how they should be treated. These women think that they should be treated the way they're getting treated. And that's sad. That's sad. giving you just enough so you can barely get high, till you got to go out there and you got to pull more tricks. That's the enemy all day. That's sad. And I feel for these women, man. I do. I feel for them. But that's what's happening. And it breaks my heart. Because a woman is worth more than that. But see, that's the enemy got you thinking that you're low. It's the enemy trying to tower over y'all. And he takes advantage of men too. He takes advantage of good-hearted men. Trust me, I know. He'll do his best to take advantage of them, especially if you're passive-aggressive. That's when you got to learn to put your foot down. That's when you got to stand up. That's when you got to show them who's your daddy. Mine's God. That's the only dad I've ever had. That's my Abba. That's my father's, that man upstairs. Wholeheartedly, 100,000%. 0, all the way. Because it's infinity. It's God's head. It's Logos. The divine mind. And it breaks my heart, man, to know that people are out there that are like this. Do you know how many people are really jacked up in the head, man, that are demons? That are out here possessed for real? I had no clue just how many it is. And I'm saying this wholeheartedly because my eyes have been opened. And I'm going to speak out about it. Because we're in the last days. And God's starting to call. God's starting to make some noise now. And I'm glad. I'm glad God's ready to start making some moves. Because the enemy's been doing this long enough. And y'all know that. I heard a demon say one time, how do you think you can destroy something that's been around for thousands of years? Because I serve a God that can. Because my God can stomp you like a snap you like a twig. But he don't even have to. He sends his angel. He don't even got to lift a finger. And honestly, he wouldn't have to lift a finger anyway. He could snap his fingers. And you'd be... You know what I mean? But I understand it's a game. This has been a game since day one, y'all. Between God and the devil. And I understand why now. He tried to head... Man, I got a heck of an inheritance. My God's awesome. And you got one too. And don't let the devil steal it. We got to stand tall, man. We can't let him come in and steal, kill, and destroy no more. We got to stand up. We got to put our foots down for real. Because I'm going to tell you right now, guys. And I'm going to end it on this note. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Who else says that? I want y'all to think about this now. I want y'all to think about who else says that. Because we're in the last days, y'all. And God is calling you. He's calling his elect. And for one, I need you to wake up because I'm tired of suffering for the elect. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, this is serious. This is real. This is real deal. God is starting to talk. And you can feel it. I know you can feel it. But we got some big things that are coming up that, you know, we need to get together as a community, and we need to raise up. We need to rise as Christians, as brothers and sisters in the faith. We really need to start coming together. And some are going to fall away. Some are going to fall away from the faith. It says it in the Bible. Some already have. I mean, heck, you got the devil right in the pulpit sometimes. I don't care. I'm going to speak the truth. I've seen the devil in the pulpit. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Because he knows this Bible better than we do. But see, they can't speak on Jesus Christ. That name's above all names. Only God's people can do that. Demons can't do that. They can't talk about Jesus Christ. That's serious. That's real. Test the spirit. So I'm going to end it on that note here, guys. I love y'all. I'm praying for you. I pray this word blesses somebody. I pray that this word gets out there. Please hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. God would too. He's really trying to get these messages out there. All right. I love you guys. Shalom.